Welcome to the Lost at Home podcast. Here are your hosts, Scott Bear and Jeremiah Johnson.
Welcome to the Lost at Home podcast. My name is Scott.
I'm Jeremiah.
And we are...
I burp right in the middle of me saying that. It's fine.
Oh, I wasn't sure what was happening.
Just having a stroke. But I love the fact you're just ready to plow right through it.
Oh, yeah.
We got a show to do, bitch.
Episode 396 is here.
Oh, we're so close.
Yeah, we are getting close to episode 400.
To a milestone, a random milestone.
To give people a bit of note, I will be gone in 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, there will not be an episode, which is going to give us an extra week to work on episode 400.
Yeah. I'm going to be hard at work here at home while you're off gallivanting down in Mexico way, having a good time. So hopefully you'll come back with some stories to tell.
Yes,
hopefully you come back. I just want you to come back.
I'm going to come back. I mean,
I don't know.
I can live down there like a king.
Pristine porcelain skin, and you might get fucking kidnapped. You're going to get cartel kidnapped in a fucking heartbeat.
No, that's my wife. They want her, not me.
Oh no, but you're gonna have to be killed. With the narco Satanists are gonna fucking take you and use your fucking bowels for some ritual. I think the narco Satanists, I don't even think they exist so much anymore. But it's one of my favorite.
I'm gonna make them laugh in my broken Spanish.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'll do a whole set. I'll do a type 5.
Oh, a type 5 of broken Spanish.
Yeah,
they'll love that.
They love it.
Yeah, that'll get you a really good with the narco Satanists. I think the narco Satanists pretty much made one big mistake, which is they did that one thing where they kidnapped like rich white men at one point, and then people are like, "Oh, we have to look for these kids." Like somebody's fucking parents were like a senator or an attorney or something like that,
or a hot young blonde woman.
Yeah.
Those are the mistakes they can make.
One of my favorite Patrice O'Neill bits ever. R.I.P. Patrice. You know, he died like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, whatever it was. But anyway, he had that great bit where like, and he's doing crowd work, and he's talking about like how long would it, you know. And like, how long is it going to take for someone to come looking for you? And he's like talking to these like beautiful black women. He's like, baby, I love you, but nobody's going to look for you.
Yeah.
And like, he's looking over this white woman. He's like, I just got to like take like a white baby and put it on a keychain. So like anytime I go out to sea or something like that, like people are like, oh, there's a white baby missing and I'm just safe. So like, dude, Patrice hit it, nail on the head.
Yep.
R.I.P. Patrice.
Yeah, we're hard at work on episode 400. I started writing some of the skits finally.
I'm going to give you a little hint, guys. That's all I'm giving you. All right, we got a special appearance by a new character.
Yeah, it actually is a new one.
Yeah.
It's something we talked about once a long time ago.
Yep, exactly. So we got it. We're good.
All right. So jumping into the show, I guess we're going to do a Lost in Thought.
You got so lost in this thought. I love you.
Once again, had to ask
multiple
you,
times.
Did you write this one?
Dude, no. The answer is always no. If something appears in a note and you have no idea what it is, just ask your wife, because I'm sure you went off on her at one point about how this is the funniest thing in the world. And then you just wrote it down, passed out, face down in gummies, and fucking called it a day.
She's been wanting to watch a lot of those, remember the 90s videos? But like the ones they made in the early 2000s with celebrities from like 2001 through 2005.
Was that like Michael Ian Black's in every single one of them?
Oh, yep, those.
Oh, yeah. Like he parodies those to this day because he was so prevalent.
He was in all of them.
In all of those. He's like, why?
And he was talking about women when he's like, oh, she's hot. Like, you're gay.
Yeah.
You didn't come out in 2001. I get it. But I know you're as gay can come. And he's like, yeah, I'd bite into that. I'm like, no, you're just faking it for MTV's cameras.
Yeah, I think it was
you're straight mugging it.
I think it was those were VH1 days, I believe, actually.
Yeah, that was VH1. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, VH1 had all the, remember the 80s? It was the 90s. Now the 2000s. Bing, bong, boom.
Yeah. They did one where they mentioned 311, the band, and while talking about them, one of the people, I can't even remember which comedian it was, but they were like kind of talking about a story where 311 was pissed at them for something, and I just kind of sparked in my head. I'm like, God damn it. You should live every day like 311 is mad at you just as a principle. And then I just kind of like had the gears continue to turn. Like every day just walking around being like, hey, honey, I'm going to work. I'm going to take the highway. I heard 311's in town. I want to make sure to avoid the main roads.
I want to stay with so people could see me because I'm just afraid of what they're going to do if they catch me.
Or 311 comes to play your town. You're like, I'm just not going to go out to eat tonight just in case they go to that bar. Like,
honey, Gotta fire up the panic room. It's all right.
It just thought
The
it was funny,
311 panic room.
just any band that you could be like trying to actively dodge on the regular, but
I love-
having the band be 311.
I love that as like a side story for like a movie where it's just you never explain it, but like somebody's like, oh, 311 is down, like, oh fuck, I gotta fire up my panic room.
Yeah.
Just like it's just a completely like third string story point to something.
And Jimmy lives every day like 311's mad at him.
Yeah.
They've never met.
Yeah, but something happened. Seems pretty legit.
Thinks they hate him.
Yeah. He did something, and I think he might be thinking he's more important than he actually is because, oh, wait, no, there they are. Holy shit. 311's right by. And then go there. Doppler effect, where it's just they're just playing the music in a band. It's actually one of my favorite Eric Andre bits, which I've mentioned so many times on the show, is Bush did 311, and then 311 jumps out of the bushes and just starts playing.
Yeah.
Like, Bush did 311! Bush did 311! I'm like, it's such a dumb joke, and I fucking love every bit of it. So good.
I was just like saying 9/11 did Bush.
Oh, yeah. 9/11 did Bush.
Yeah. So that was it. It was I actually had forgotten all about it. It took me like I think the 5 minutes between mentioning it to us talking on air for me to like think back.
Yeah, you just have to know it's.
Yeah, I remember exactly.
You need
when
to know that
came
it does exist in your brain because you have to ask me first. Like, did you put this in there? No. Okay, let me dig a little deeper.
It's not a black hole where it disappeared. I had to do the.
You just had to dig
a
little deeper, and you had to dig back into those fucking gummy hazes and have a good time.
Every day, like 311's mad at you.
Yeah. All right. Well, I like that. We are going to go into a recurring segment that we've been doing for the last few weeks. It's called
Web Droppings.
Ignoble Prize.
It's the Ignoble Prize.
A ceremony for weird stuff.
I tried to practice up on the show ahead of time.
Oh, yeah?
Get the bits down. I just fucking, god damn it.
All right. Well, last time I didn't.
No,
have
I just hate myself now.
Last time I didn't have it in the notes, and you complained about it not being in the notes because you
might be why I'm picking on this now.
Yeah,
might be.
Might be that this is the callback. Failure callback. Failure on my part to put it in the notes last time. But I'm going way back in time to 2005. Almost 20 years ago.
Back when Michael Ian Black was straight.
Yep. Is he
the
gay,
straightest
though?
Michael Ian Black you ever met, who would horn dog women in bars.
I didn't even know. Did he ever? Is he gay? I don't know.
Yes.
Okay. I had no.
I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm shocked.
We can check. No.
No, you go ahead and check. I'll fill the dead
I know
air.
he played gay characters, and he definitely seems like he could be gay. But I don't know if I can't recollect him coming out.
You know what? Michael Ian Black, most famous bi.
I mean, I feel like he's got to
bi.
be bi. Yeah. I mean, everybody is a little bit. I think the most straight anybody is 97%. I think that's mathematically proven. Just put them in prison, and they'll just be like, I got to do something, and then they just put a dick in something. And like, I ran out of water.
Yeah, I'm definitely on the 97% side.
Oh yeah. No, I'm like the high number, but I'm just like, never. Really? Like if there's one that like
we've
looked
all
exactly
seen porn, and there's dicks in porn, and I'm not paying attention to those.
Yeah, and I'm also just thinking like, okay, if there's just
I've never seen a guy where I've been like, I'd fuck him.
No, but
never.
Where the shades of gray come in is just like I've seen some absolutely gorgeous trans women and been like, she's beautiful, and then be like, well, there's a dick down there. I'm like, okay, maybe in my lucid state right now I could say no, but man, if I'm all horned up and that beautiful woman I'm making out with her, and suddenly a dick just flops out, I'd be like, well, just tuck it and just call it good. And that's where my 3% comes in. All right, that 3% when there's this hot Asian woman who's just like, all right. She looks like any other beautiful woman. So I'm just coming out right here on air, 3% gay. I guess I've done the math. I've ran the numbers. I've ran the numbers. I crunched the numbers. I
believe that was the plot of that Ben Affleck movie, The Accountant.
How many people are you fucking? Well, at least 100 to know it's a percentage like this. I got him. Just
he was autistic. He ran the numbers faster than we could.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got the fucking the bisexual Rain Man. Yeah, that's right. Definitely.
Bisexual autistic Rain Man.
Yeah, definitely sucking 3 dicks. Definitely sucking 3 dicks out of 100. Definitely sucking 3. Anyway, 2005. Ignoble Prize in Medicine. By the way, Ignoble Prize, once again, I should probably put
Might
this
as well
interview.
Yeah, it needs to be described.
So I'll come up with a real quick description for this. But okay, Ignoble Prize is a fake. It has nothing to do with the Nobel Prize. It is a therefore like scientific achievements and peace and all that kind of stuff. Kind of the same structure as a real Nobel Prize, but it's for silly things in science. So things that kind of make people like, oh, it's a larf, but also real scientific merit.
A larf?
Yeah.
Isn't that a lark?
It's a larf. Yeah.
I don't think larf is a word.
It's a good larf.
I love it. I love it in the concept of how you're using it.
Because I think it's like a lark and a laugh. It's a larf.
Yeah, a larf.
Yeah.
I like it. It's not a word, but you made it one.
I like larf. I'm going to take
I
larf.
like larf now, too.
I'm going to own larf. I know
just
it's
had to
not a
point
word,
that out.
but
It's definitely lark you're going for.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, so 2005 in medicine, presented to Greg A. Miller of Oak Grove, Missouri, for inventing nudicles, artificial replacement testicles for dogs, which are available in 3 sizes and 3 degrees of
For the
firmness.
dogs that care whether their balls are there or not,
I-
which is probably no dogs.
And by the way, but I also looked at, like, they do make them for felines now.
Why don't they just put the tracking chip in those?
You like
Kind of put, the
2-in-1, yeah, like,
you
so
know the
instead
chip
of-
they put
instead
in the
of
cat
micro-
or
instead
the
of
dog,
microchipping
put it right in the
subcutaneous.
nudicle, shove the nudicle in its balls, twofer.
They probably could, yeah. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if I look deeper in the website if they have that. I did go to the website though, and found that you can purchase Nudicles earrings and keychains, which are actually pretty hilarious because they just look like little kidney beans, but like they're tiny little versions of the real thing.
Nice.
Hanging from your earrings. I don't know
I
why
like
you would
your
want it, but I
earrings.
love it.
What are those? Kidney beans? Nah, dog balls.
Dog balls, fake dog balls.
Fake dog balls.
Yeah, like I love the product so much I needed to buy and by the way, they're like the real kind of thing. So these things are actually about half as much as buying the real thing. So it's like $130 for a pair of these.
You buy a sewing kit, you buy a scalpel, you buy earrings, you fix your dog at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. They're tiny ones though. They're smaller than the smallest size.
And you're like, what? The dog would fight you. Now you knock him out.
Yeah, just punch him until
him.
it's fucking cold.
Just punch your dog out. Cut open its nutsack. Shove in some earrings. Don't take off the earring part. That's what keeps them in. You have to pierce its inner.
Just watch out. Don't pat him on the belly too hard. He's got some bob balls because I forgot to take the earring chaps off. Yeah, but also you could just get the real thing for between $250 and $410 for dog versions, depending on the size. If you need just one or a pair. Now, fake horse and or bull testicles, they interchange.
You like my bull testicle earrings? They're like on your shoulder sitting.
But those will set you back between $380 and $640, and there are even pricier options. Ultra Plus with Scar Retard that'll set you back up to $650.
Scar retard.
Yes. I know. I saw it. I had to put it in because that is a real
that
thing.
is a real word.
It's a real quote unquote. It's a real brand somebody decided to
Scar
trademark.
retard.
It is registered trademark.
Scar retard.
Scar retard.
No, it's scar retard.
Scar retard. Yes.
It's horrible.
So that's what we got. We got
damn it.
2005. They are still very much for sale, and it seems like they have just expanded their brand to the point where now they sell fucking earrings and keychains. So have fun with that, everybody.
That person had that name in their head all their life.
Oh, they reverse engineered it.
And finally got to use it.
They
could have just easily gone into like water bottles.
Yeah.
Be like, yeah, check out this new 20-ounce water bottle. Keeps your water cold all day.
Yeah.
Just buy Scar Retard.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that name needs to be very niche. You need to really tuck it in there like a pair of balls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really,
Ultra Plus is like they went overboard with that, and then they just went like with Scar Retard. That just completely negates your Ultra Plus. Sorry.
Yeah.
It does. And I get it. Retard means to
Here's
prevent,
our new swimwear for burn victims with low IQs. We bring you Scar Retard.
Yeah. All right.
It's a full body bathing suit to hide all your burn scars from your retarded child burning themselves in the stove. Full body.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? We got some web droppings.
All right, I brought the first story to the table because it is a callback to a previous segment that
it's
we
not
had
an update.
last week or the week before.
Last week. It was
last week?
Wait, I think last week we had animal droppings. Maybe it was the week before. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, within the last couple of weeks, you guys heard about. So this is not exactly an update because it's not related directly, but it is
close enough.
It is adjacent. So this is close enough to an update on the web dropping.
We talked about Chernobyl wolves and what a great movie that would be. We had a great horror movie idea outlined on that episode where we kind of came up with all the beats, and I would watch the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Would you watch a movie called Chernobyl worms.
I would watch that too.
I would too. Honestly, I would.
I would watch, honestly, Chernobyl blank, like anything, just fill in the blanks. I would watch a whole
Chernobyl
franchise.
whores.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh my God, they got like 6 pussies.
And they're immune to radioactivity.
They're glowing green. They got a green dick coming out their belly button, fucking their own pussy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes, please.
Chernobyl
and then of course
whores.
she's sucking
the
off
horrors of Chernobyl.
The horrors of Chernobyl. Honestly, oh my God, we already got our new content.
Yeah, it could be like a siren song kind of thing. Like you enter the Chernobyl irradiated zone.
What's that beautiful sound?
Well, I was thinking more like a Kesha song would start playing out loud.
I got the Chernobyl pussy, feeling all wet. I'm leaking green stuff underneath my chest.
Shit, it's a Chernobyl horse.
Ooh, Chernobyl horse.
Yeah, just these irradiated half fish women, basically like on rocks.
Yeah.
Kill me.
Yeah. Siren song. You gotta fuck that fish. I don't think we should, Jerry. I'm gonna go fuck that fish.
And then another, like, behind a tree comes like the what is it, the Annihilation Bear? Yeah. But it's half horror.
Exactly.
But it's got tits.
Yeah. I'm gonna fuck that bear, guys. All right, what's that? Radioactive AIDS? I don't give a shit.
That's how you start out with 6 guys and girls, and you keep losing one to each one who wants to go fuck the different Chernobyl whore.
Oh my God, like a Chernobyl reality show, like Fuck Island or what?
Would you
Fuck
fuck
Island
that
or whatever.
Chernobyl whore?
All right, it's time for Chernobyl fuck-a-thon. Here we go. Would you fuck it? Yep, I would. All right, Jerry, we know you would. But
This girl is more flipper than girl.
you had me a flipper. Let me go. Let me have her. All right.
Some women have webbed feet, and some women have webbed...
Stop right there. I'm good.
We haven't even told you what's webbed on her.
I don't care. I'll figure it out. I'll break through it with my cock. That's right. I'm gonna somehow make them sicker with whatever fucking diseases I picked up along the way. Yeah. Yeah, it turns out everybody from Chernobyl Island,
Chernobyl Island,
yeah, which is it's not even an island, but it would be a great name for a reality show.
It just takes place in the Chernobyl radiation site, which is landlocked, and you call it Chernobyl Island.
Chernobyl Island, and it's just people like, you gonna fuck that fox? You know that one with 2 heads over there? Yeah, that fox. Yeah.
The one presenting.
Yeah, come on. I think they're just...
Literally with like a Kim Kardashian pussy. It grew a Kim Kardashian pussy.
Oh, yeah. In fact, like it looks like Kim Kardashian's face. That's how I know. All right, yeah. So, okay, we got Chernobyl Island.
All right, so Chernobyl worms.
Yes.
The article has a headline that says, Chernobyl radiation causes worms to develop a new superpower, scientists claim. I was looking into this thinking, what do they do? We know they can glow. We know they can be safe from radiation themselves. Some of these animals like might grow a second head. I'm like, what did these worms do?
Yeah.
Fucking let down of a story.
Yeah, no,
all they did was become immune to radiation like the wolves.
Yeah.
So
which I think is going to be the story because
cockroaches, worms, and wolves in Chernobyl are fine.
So I've been looking through.
Fine.
This did get me at least as a kid between that and the Chernobyl wolves. I was like, let me see like some other stories about the Chernobyl wildlife, and they were like, okay, it definitely became a bastion for wildlife because nobody else is living there. So there's all this flora and fauna that's coming in, and ultimately what it is shown is that for the most part, when you're like, oh, we're gonna get mutant wolves and shit like that, it's like. Actually, no. They just become.
You think like Resident Evil or something?
No, it has been generations, and there have been multiple generations of like foxes and bears and stuff like that. So they've just become essentially immune to radiation.
Yeah,
we've just been making them stronger.
No, when I heard this, I was thinking like Dune 2 was out. You got those sandworms.
Yeah.
I'm like, what if the Chernobyl worms are like big?
Whoa, coming up and eating the Chernobyl bear like right out of the ground. Oh my god! Like, it's part of the movie where you're just like you see the Chernobyl bear, which is like the Annihilation Bear.
Has nine sets of tits.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, well, I'm gonna go fuck that, but also this is scary, and you think that's like the worst thing you're gonna run into, and then out of the ground comes fucking Chernobyl worm eating the Chernobyl bear, and then coming back into the
also
ground.
Has 9 sets of tits. Everything in Chernobyl immune to radiation.
Yeah,
9 sets of tits.
9 sets of tits.
They all have like the kitten's mama's tits, little like boop 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 all the way down, but big mommy milkers, big mommy milkers,
big milkers, big juice and tits, big
juicy tits. That's the whole thing. Like you go through, like oh my god, that worm, and it's like. fucking 3 inches long, but it has like these big ass fucking tits on it.
Oh,
It can't even burrow anymore. Like they're all on the surface because the tits are so big. They can make the hole the size of their body, but not the size of their tits.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So they get like the head in, and it's just like this worm tail with all these tits like splooshed into a pile.
Splooshed out, fucking wearing these tiny little string bikinis.
It's more tit than worm now.
Yeah, that's just the way I like them. You know, like titworms.
You know that old saying where you're saying something's hard to do, stacking sand? Like, it's as hard as stacking sand. It's as hard as stacking Chernobyl worm tits.
Yeah.
Just a stack of tits. They're overflowing. They're moving.
Try to stack a stack of fucking worm tits.
Yeah, try to stack worm tits.
Go ahead. I don't know what you're saying. Yeah, okay. You haven't been to Chernobyl. You haven't fucked all the worm tits. All right, whatever.
Man, this paperwork in the office is hard, Jim. You tell me about it. It's like stacking Chernobyl worm tits. I'm gonna take your word on that, Jim.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take your word on that. Well, you've never tried going to the Chernobyl zone? Been on a reality dating show there? Gotten distracted by the flora and fauna?
Big titty flora, big titty fauna.
The trees have tits.
Oh my God, that's a tit
that's
tree.
the thing too. The trees are living things, and all the trees just racks of fucking awesome
like
tits.
instead of like a piece of fruit, it's just you pick a fucking titty off a tree. Oh, look at that, it's a good titty. The titty's got 9 titties on it. Holy shit!
Yeah, the titty fruit. 9 titties running down the belly of it.
Oh, this one's ready to seed. Yeah. All right, we got like a really stupid idea here.
Now we can keep tripling down on it. It's not going to get funny.
You know what? I think we're almost there.
But yeah, that's the whole story. We've already covered Chernobyl. We already covered why the area is the way the area is.
Essentially, they're just.
I would watch a movie called Chernobyl Worms,
Me
just
too.
like wolves. I don't care. Just someone write it.
I did actually recently. I think it was after Chernobyl Wolves. I did take a look. I just typed in Chernobyl into Just Watch, and a bunch of movies come out come up.
Well, it's like when there's a
Chernobyl.
meteor movie. There's 10 meteor movies after it.
Yeah.
So there was the Chernobyl series on HBO.
Oh,
I'm sure immediately after that happened.
I bet if I looked at the date stamps, it's all those. We interviewed the guy. Asylum.
Chernobyl.
From the Asylum movies.
Chernobyl.
Yeah, we
interviewed Chernobyl.
what?
Are you talking about Mike Lott?
From Asylum Pictures.
Yeah,
right?
the guy Michael Lott.
Yeah, so we interviewed his whole thing is admittedly finding really popular stuff and then just making
running
stuff
with it
that confuses people into the grandmothers into renting shitty versions of that.
So right after the show Chernobyl came out,
guarantee
I'm sure
there's
there's
got to be at least one Asylum Pictures Chernobyl thing anyway. But yeah, I like it.
All right, you brought the next story to the table.
Yes, I did. We're going to talk about, though, this is where we almost got into another. In fact, I think there's only one story today that isn't an animal dropping. I almost went with animal dropping.
I know. I saw how close we were getting.
And I have a whole animal dropping intro and everything. Maybe I'll put that in anyway. It doesn't matter.
Well, what we can do is we can shuffle the next story ahead of the next story, or last story ahead of the next story.
And
keep the animal stuff going, and then the last story could be a new segment. How's that?
Exactly. Yeah,
and that makes it an animal show.
Cool. All right. So that's good. So
whatever segment breakup, web droppings intro I thought we were listening to when we did our pregnant pause.
Yep. And instead it's the animal dropping once again, which is great because I spent a lot of good time on that one. We're talking about gay whale porn here. And this is about, I read.
Bookmarked.
Yeah.
Bookmark that shit.
Yeah. New kink unlocked.
Yep.
This is great. This is there were some new photos that came out that showed humpback whales humping. The fucking just Google this story. The fucking headline writers had a field day with this. Humpback whales and they're humping.
Yep.
So anyway,
slow hanging meat for a very horny and bored journalist.
Yeah, so they're just like
air quote journalist. This was AI written until they realized it wouldn't do humping, it wouldn't do gay stuff.
I was actually surprised when
they're like, fuck, I actually have to do real journalism.
When I generated the basic,
hey Jim, come into the office, check this out. I just did a journalism. I did a
journalism so hard.
Oh my god, you wrote that? Like with your hands? No. I dictated it.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna fucking type.
Yeah, I mean, I asked ChatGPT enough questions to generate it for me. That's fine. So gay whale porn. The thing that I love about this, so originally I was like,
may I interrupt one more time?
Absolutely. Yeah.
You could actually with ChatGPT ask it to write this story, but you'd have to change everything. It can't be gay humpback whales, it would have to be completely different words you'd interchange.
Yes, and then
when it spits
replace it
out,
at the
you
very
then
end.
replace
Yeah.
the words. That's a little life tip for anyone out there who can't get ChatGPT to do what you want. You want a story about how Nazis are evil and we should kick the shit out of them? Just say panda bears and we should love the poop out of them.
Yes.
And then when the story's done, replace Nazi with panda with Nazi, poop with shit, love would kick.
Yeah. Or do the other way around. It works both ways.
You can make it
Hey,
work.
Nazis, you can get Nazi stories out of this.
I was just saying, you can make it right whatever you want as long as you twist the words the right way.
Yes, you can get it.
Cher has seen my attempts because we share a ChatGPT.
Yes, we do,
You've
yes.
seen my attempts sometime where I'm like write this.
No.
And it's like, no. I'm like, no, how about you do this instead? He goes,
Yeah,
okay.
You coax it. You go to it.
Yeah.
And you're like,
And then I go back and redo
it's,
it.
It's multiple steps, and then you finally get to the point where like I can do a Command F on the rest of this.
Yeah, it wouldn't show Ashley Babbitt dead on the White House lawn. That's an image.
Crazy,
I asked it to make.
Yeah.
But I ended up getting that image in the end because I knew how to talk to it right, and I got
Yes.
to do it by circumnavigating all of its little
It's
controls.
called prompt engineering, and it's like a
got all the way down to where I'm
$300,000
like, boom! I actually have an AI image of a very controversial thing that it is not allowed to make.
Nope. But you just.
I made it make it.
Although I do hear that.
Hey, I hear she's 4 years sober. It's here.
Too soon.
Sorry.
Okay. Well, so the thing I love about this story is the
Hear that Daily Mail.
the big thing. Yeah, come on, come at us and try to make us a
Hear that
fucking
Daily Mail?
Try to make
Come
us
at
right,
us.
try to make us right wing talking figures now. So the thing I love about this story is the big story is it was the first time they caught humpback whales copulating, which is a big news in and of itself on camera.
No
I
pun
should say.
intended.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Also, the biggest things in the ocean, people follow them all the time in cameras. There's tons of scientists following them. Never seen them fucking until 2024.
That's because they don't come up to the top and go like fuck, and then let's like voyeuristic.
Voyeuristic whales. Look at me. That's their song. Yeah.
Oh, listen to that beautiful song. Pretty sure that's just a fucking like.
Look at me.
Yeah,
Look
yeah,
at my giant. My dick's bigger than your boat.
There's like literally porn music in the background. I'm pretty sure they're fucking. But they finally caught him on camera. The thing I love about it, and this just every year we get more and more holes blown into people's. The old argument like. Anti-LGBTQ people would love to put forward to
So
be
many
like,
animals are gay.
be like, oh, it doesn't happen naturally in the animal kingdom. Then we're showing like it turns out it actually happens in some species more often than quote unquote normal sex.
I think it's
straight
more
sex.
that they just all animals want to fuck.
Oh yeah,
And other animals besides humans who have, ability to reason and create
Yes.
hierarchies and structures and societies, these things are just like, what?
yeah.
They don't care. They're not thinking like Jim's not going. I don't know who this Jim guy is. I keep ragging on throughout the entire show, but
Jim's a humpback whale.
Jim in the other office isn't like having these same issues that whales are having. He actually is like thinking like, oh, if I fuck Mark in the other office, everyone's gonna think I'm gay. I'm not actually gay. Like
I just want to stick my dick in a
just wanna
hole,
stick-
and I don't
yeah.
care where that hole comes from.
Yeah, and the animals are like hole.
Yeah.
There's no like, I don't want the office to think that, or I don't want to have
also-
society come down on me. There's no thoughts like
And
that.
the animal kingdom
oh.
is notoriously rapey, so it's not it's not always consensual. This is just
Most
the
animals
bigger-
are rapists.
This is the bigger one goes.
And if
I
they
want
weren't,
your hole.
If they weren't, we wouldn't have house pets.
It's true. That's true.
We wouldn't have cats if they weren't rapey.
Yep. All these animals are rapey. Yeah. As much as you love your little pet, your pet is, especially if it's a male and a dominant male, is a rapist.
Remember when you're swimming with the dolphins, there's not a 0% chance you're getting raped.
They're They're like
It's not zero.
No, dolphins are the rapiest.
I tend to swim with animals where there's a 0% chance of getting raped, usually by size.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I'll swim with otters.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
not gonna
I can
rape
punch
me.
an otter that whips his dick out. I can punch a Weinstein otter in the face.
Just sitting in a pool, like lounging, like front forward on the edge with your legs out, doing like a float. All of a sudden, an otter just like on you. You just smack him off.
Dude, no,
swat him.
my amazing, adorable, sweet cat, who's the greatest cat in the world,
Tried fucking you.
Conan. tries to rape me on a regular basis because I got him fixed a little late, so he's still winding down out of he should wind down out of his little humpy phase, but he still is humping blankets all the time.
Humpy
so he's humping blankets, but he slowly encroaches and pulls a blanket over to me, and suddenly I'll feel like a little nibble on my arm, and so I'll like kind of shoo him away and be like, "Meow!" Like, and he'll get fucking pissed at me. I'm like, I'm sorry, I won't let you rape me.
Yeah, we had our orange cat roughly the same age as yours, fixed way earlier, so he never even had that instinct built into him.
And with Oscar, that's the way Oscar was fixed. He
watches
months,
our oldest cat, who's like 12 or 13.
Yep.
Fucking hump blankets.
Oh yeah. Nigel humps everything.
He'll just walk over and watch, like kind of put his hand under his chin, paw under his chin, and he'll just be like, "Huh, interesting." He watches like a scientist would watch.
Yeah,
he literally like he's curious. He's not like, "What are you doing?" or "Ooh, I want to do that." It's more like, "Huh." What is that?
You know, the interesting thing is, and we're getting way off tangent here, or on a tangent, off topic. Sort of, I guess. We're talking about animals raping and fucking. Is Oscar can tell, like when Conan is getting all cranky because I won't let him rape me, and he makes like a certain type of meow. Oscar can tell, and Oscar like charges him from across the room
and rapes him.
It just like will beat him. He'll just beat him down. He'll be like, "Stop it!
Leave him alone."
He's like the puritanical. Yeah.
Oh, he's your social justice warrior.
He might
white knights.
I think he might be protecting me. Like, don't rape master. And I'm like, this makes me sound really slave drivey. You call me master, but that's fine. Anyway, so the thing I love about this is it does show like the very first time we even caught like any of these like on camera was definitely just two dudes being like, "I gotta fuck right now. I don't care who's watching. Let's just do this." And it was just like we caught it, and it was gay sex, which is again blows the hole in the it's not natural argument. It is literally as natural in the animal kingdom as anything. It used to be like, oh, we just haven't like witnessed it. Now, of course, all that stuff is coming out, and all these people who use that as an argument are just like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess it's true.
I want them to release the footage as a nature documentary, voiced over by Jason Statham, and I want it to be called The Peg.
I almost
instead
watched,
of The Meg.
I almost watched the Meg 2 last night.
It's good.
It's not fun.
Okay. It's not good.
No,
it's fun.
It's like the first one, though.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, there's more than one Meg.
I was watching,
and they kill them with jet skis.
They didn't just call it Megs.
They killed them jet skis.
They called it Meg 2 the Trench. They could have called it Megs.
Megs.
Like in the S is a 2 somehow.
Sure. Yeah.
Almost it's more like a 5, actually.
They're saving that for like the Fast and the Furious like numbering system as they go forward.
Too Fast, Too Meg. This is a stupid way to name things. Anyway, so that's our science talk here. Anyway,
so, are you done with the gay whale porn?
I will say the photo that people are mentioning. The photographs, however, reveal a darker story than the revelation of an LGBTQ friendly species. A healthy adult humpback was observed chasing an injured and visibly emaciated adult humpback in circles. Oh yeah, that's something I left out of this. Is that I believe this? What I was talking about, this being a rape. I believe this was a male who raped an injured male. So by the way, which unfortunately also doesn't like we might not want to hold this up as like as a totem for like positivity in the LGBTQ community, because then the other people would be like, yeah, they're all fucking rapists, and like, nah, that's not what we're supposed to get out of it.
Yeah.
It just shows what goes back to what I was just saying, where if animals are fucking, there's a good chance somebody's not consenting. So. Very few times where it's definitely like a, hey, you want to like go out on a date, and they have a great time and they fucking go back.
Animals don't date.
Yeah, they don't consent. That's why all bestiality is rape. Everybody.
I think we already assumed that. That didn't need to be said.
Oh, I thought that was a big revelation.
Nope, that did not need to be said.
Well, I just found that out.
There are laws that back up what I'm saying.
I just found that out legally. Apparently, you can't just fuck a dog and go, oh, they were like arf arf, and arf arf, arf means no, apparently. So, let's move on here.
All right.
Oh yeah, so we're gonna.
We're skipping all the way down.
Yeah. Let's skip to the next animal dropping story, and that's also yours.
Yeah, this is a New Hampshire story. Once again, local to us. They're our sister state that we do not like talking about. Except we're going to right now. We talked 2 weeks ago, last week, 2 weeks ago. last week,
Sure.
2 weeks ago, about monkeys in Vermont.
Well, I mean, last week we did an update on it, and the week before.
Yeah, so it was the week before we really talked about monkeys in
The
Vermont.
last 2 weeks we've referenced them for
So
sure.
monkeys in New Hampshire.
Yeah,
we're
this is right
doing
next
the
door.
natural progression here.
Yeah.
All right. So in New Hampshire, a bill was going to go through that would allow certain types of wild animals.
It was unanimously rejected, but it was
Well,
proposed.
that's why I said it was maybe going to go through.
It was rejected. Somebody wrote this
Yeah.
with a staff
Yep, they wanted monkeys and kangaroos.
and kangaroos.
And-
Red-tailed kangaroos specifically. They had a kink.
Actually, I am going to, if you will indulge me, I'm going to open the story because it does have a lot more detail in the bullet points, which for once, bullet points are great, but this one, fleshed out a little more.
There was like I said, there's
Here we
definitely
go.
more good. There's more juicy details in the story.
Here is the list. The bill would have allowed the keeping of red-tailed kangaroos, small-tailed monkeys, raccoons, foxes, otters, and skunks as companion animals with a permit. Without a permit. So you just have them. So it was shot down, number one, as we already covered.
Yep.
It's gone. It's not going to happen.
Unanimously rejected, but by
the
a committee,
quotes
by
from the
six
article
people or whatever. Yeah.
The quotes from the article are what really got me. There's some normal quotes in this article, like, these animals are really not appropriate for home pet ownership, said State Representative Peter Bixby, Democrat from Dover. He's absolutely right. He continued, they are essentially wild animals. They don't have domestication bred into them, and da-da-da. Fine, yeah. Everything he said is straight up right. What I love here is the other people's quotes. I read them taking them into context of the full range of animals. Like, they're not talking about monkeys. They're not talking about kangaroos. They're talking about all these animals.
Yep.
So once again, I want to remind our listeners that the bill had to deal with otters, skunks, foxes, raccoons, monkeys, and kangaroos. So when they say, they could beat the crap out of someone, said State Representative Catherine Sofakis, they're just not the little thing that you can go to the movies with. I'm sorry, raccoons, foxes, otters, and skunks can beat the crap out of me, and I can't take them to the
literally
movies?
just talking about the kangaroos at that point.
know, but...
In fact, I wonder if they had kept kangaroos out of this, it may have passed. It may have been the one that freaked everybody out and be like, all
But I'm
those
saying,
other
like,
things,
I
all those
wouldn't
other
be able to
things
go to
exist.
see Oppenheimer with my pet skunk.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold him, and when the sound system does the nuclear boom, he won't spray.
No.
He won't spray.
He's a good boy.
He's a good
He's a
little
good boy.
He's a little trash panda.
Oh, look at
Honestly,
that.
they call raccoons trash pandas. Skunks
Yeah.
go in the trash and are literally red and white. Red and white. Black and
Are
white.
they? Are they?
Black and white. Well, there are red
When I murder them.
There are red pandas, which are kind of like...
It's true. Red pandas.
But skunks, I'm just saying. They're,
But either
they're
way,
actually,
skunks are
they're
not
actually,
red, but
they're
yes.
actually panda colors.
Yes, yeah.
So I don't know
yeah.
why we don't call skunks trash pandas.
Raccoons have the eyes. That's the whole thing. It's just about the eyes. It's like the
But
eye.
not all pandas have the eyes.
No, but I think it's a big stereotypical.
But a
piece.
skunk is black and white and goes through the trash.
I know it makes way more sense.
They're trash pandas.
Yeah, so
they're smelly little trash
reclaim
pandas.
it, Scott. I'm giving you permission
right.
to reclaim this.
Not the only quote in this story that I loved when you take into context the idea that we're talking about a range of animals and you ignore the kangaroo barks. You're right. I think that if
That's
left
because
out,
all the other
yeah.
ones you listed are like things that actually exist in New Hampshire, and then somebody's like, no, kangaroos. And I'm like, wait a minute, what? Like a red-tailed kangaroo? Like that is not native to New England.
And I will say that the writer of this story basically didn't take into account that they had all these, because they just throw these quotes in without a whole lot of context, like this next one. He told me that they were perpetually vicious and angry and petulant 2-year-olds. That's how they behave, and there's no reasoning with them. There's no training them, and they can be pretty awful.
I assume that has to do with the monkeys.
I would assume.
That's gotta
but
be
at the
monkeys.
same time, are we talking raccoons? I've
the-
seen people who have baby raccoons at home, and they raise them like cats.
What-
and they act like cats.
Our very
Cats
first
with thumbs.
very first interview on this channel was Sally Bent,
Who had a raccoon that was
had
a rocket raccoon.
Yeah, exactly. And they are extremely smart, extremely sweet, and you can definitely they can be docile.
I would
and they
not
can be
want a
sweet.
cat with thumbs, to be fair.
Oh my God, no! That's what they are. Like
Yeah,
they
they're
are.
cats
They are
with
because they have
thumbs.
more. They're
They have
more
they have,
mischievous, right? Yeah,
prehensile thumbs.
Yeah, opposable. Yeah,
Opposable.
Or,
There
yeah.
we go. Prehensile thumbs.
I think that works too.
They both work.
Yeah.
Because prehensile does mean
Yeah,
meaning
no,
to move
I-
in various directions and grab.
Yeah, I think one is a subset of the other.
Yeah,
yeah. So
I have an opposable tail. Does it work? Does it work?
I don't think you do.
I have a monkey that has an opposable tail. Does
Oh,
that
yeah.
work?
Yeah, sure.
Well, opposable means opposing, because the thumb opposes
True.
the fingers. It comes in at a different angle. So an opposable tail would mean it's coming in at an odd angle from everything
just sticks-
else.
I don't know.
So it'd be like it would have to go through the legs forward.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can have an opposable tail because it would have to oppose something else.
I think you could. It just would be weird. Yeah, it would be capable of being placed against one or more of the remaining digits of a hand or foot. Actually,
so you'd have to have multiple tails.
It looks like opposable is specific to the hand or foot.
So you could have an animal with 9 tails, like 9 tails from Pokemon.
Yeah.
And 8 of them are just floppy, fucking useless.
But the other one
fucking
goes,
shit tails.
and it would be an opposable.
And then the
tail.
other one, it moves against them.
If you literally
grabs
you just take your hand and go, these are tails and this is a tail and this tail behaves like a thumb, then that would be an opposable tail, I think. Even though technically
you'd have to have many tails.
It's like one of the things is specifically about the hand or feet, but the first one is capable of being opposed or resisted. So who knows?
So what if you had 2 dicks and one you can move, one you can move mentally, but the other one's just a floppy dick? Do you have an opposable dick? Like it grows out to the left.
No, you just have...
And mentally, you could make it curl or something.
No, you're just 50%
Is that
impotent.
an opposable?
Just 50% impotent. You That's fine. Which is definitely better than 100% impotent.
There's a game show. Opposable or not opposable?
Yeah. And we're canceled.
Dicks, not opposable. Right,
Sure.
you're right. Thumbs, opposable. You're right.
Yep, cool.
And then it just keeps circulating with different things that aren't thumbs.
And after
one
one
episode, well, they throw in thumb, and that's
after one episode, like, I think we're done with this.
Yeah, I think we did them all.
I think we got them all. All right, stay tuned, but not next week, I guess.
Yeah.
Self-canceled.
We self-cancel. We saw the folly.
Yeah,
we understand we did wrong.
Thus is the folly of man. Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. Are there any other quotes I liked in this one? I did like the fact that they said, I think part of this that's most concerning is that the bill was designed so these would be companion animals.
Yeah.
Which means that in a disaster that they would have to be housed, which I think is interesting. Like, so if it's a companion animal and you need to go with it and your house burns down, you'd be like, hey, neighbor, can I stay with you for the week? My house burned down. You know, we're going to build in a week, whatever, but I'm just using a week's time frame. They're like, yeah, sure. Well, I have to bring my companion animal by law. And it's just a kangaroo. And it just smashes their entire house.
Yeah, this is Frank. He needs a place to live. It's funny because technically the law doesn't even provide me with that. But I love the fact that we take care of our fucking kangaroo citizens better than we do our people.
I love that. Be like, yeah, like I'll put you up for the week. Yeah, I understand your house has got water damage.
Cool.
You know,
you said yes, so you can't take it back.
Yeah, you said yes, you can't take. And then you run. They're like,
legally,
I think I made a mistake.
Legally, you can't take it back.
Yeah.
All right, Jerry. All right, Bruce. All right. Jerry,
a kangaroo with a monkey riding on its back.
Yeah.
With a skunk in its pouch.
Yeah, and a fucking raccoon playing PlayStation. Just having a good day.
Bring them all in. They're my companion animals. They fly on planes with me.
Yeah. They have more rights than I do. You have to feed them breakfast now. Okay, well, we got that.
Also, I like this one last quote. Kangaroos could kill children and maim people, Kurt Ehrenberg said of the Humane Society.
That's very aspirational.
I mean, some of these animals, it's just insane to even think about them as house pets. It actually said inane, but I think insane works.
Yeah.
Cats are destructive. They tear up everything. They poop on places they shouldn't. They puke on floors. A kangaroo is just going to be like punching holes in your walls.
Kicking your kid's head in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally just gets up on it, rears up on its tail, just boop.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
One kick. Your kid's head is in the drywall, snapped backwards.
Snapped backwards like, oh, he got him right in the soft spot. Oh, sorry, buddy, but Jerry has more rights than your newborn.
Like, for some reason, you're like, companion animals have more rights than humans.
Yeah. Could he have his room?
Yeah, that's true.
You're gonna have to take the walls of the crib down. I don't think he's not a crib. He's not a crib kangaroo. We don't do that around my place.
All right, we have one last story, and one of the reasons this week why we have so many animal stories is it's State of the Union week, political week.
Sure, yeah.
News stories were crazy, going hardcore over politics. Literally, animal stories were the only ones that trickled through that weren't about a fucking politician.
It was great. Like, this was a couple weeks in a row, or maybe we skipped a week. I can't remember. Like where we had a lot of the same. Like I like themes.
This last story, though,
especially when it happens organically, we're not trying too hard.
Oh
to
yeah,
make the theme.
absolutely.
Yeah. But this next
could
one,
fall into the realm of politics because of all the MAGAs who are
again,
like,
it shouldn't be.
I'm
Science,
not getting vaccinated
because there's an entire party that makes science political.
There are states right now trying to remove vaccinations. Florida already did.
Oh,
they have polio
and
now.
only that,
and the mumps and measles.
Something I didn't bring to the table was they were just like, Florida is, of course, they have fun with headlines, swamped with
I see what they did there.
with disease outbreaks, and they just listed all these outbreaks since they put that fucking nut job in as Surgeon General.
Oh, the guy who isn't even a scientist?
The guy who believes in using leeches to fucking, the New Yorker wrote up
they literally found a homeless man under an underpass, gave him a suit, and like, you're a Surgeon General now.
Yeah.
I'll be a Sturgeon General.
Yeah, I like sturgeon. Yeah.
Yeah, they literally propped up a guy who doesn't have a brain.
So he essentially believes in witchcraft. It's that fucking bad. It's almost as bad as, remember, there was an anti-vaxxer quote unquote doctor back in the early days of the pandemic where and she was just like, oh, there's like demon cum is the thing that creates.
I remember that. We covered that.
Yeah, we covered it. But
I was covered in demon cum.
But this
unrelated to the story.
Yeah. Just happens.
Some people have companion raccoons. I have a companion demon.
Yeah.
And boy, is he gay and horny.
Oh, don't make me check Pazuzu. Pazuzu won't go in on a fucking carry-on.
Pazuzu's my companion, my self-care.
Do not pet.
Yeah. He needs his own seat on the plane. Just, I just want to see that.
Pazuzu, no. We're gonna be out of here pretty soon. But no,
I can't fly without Pazuzu. I get anxiety. I think he's giving everyone else but you anxiety.
Yeah, he just told me my mother sucks cocks in hell. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's not exactly kosher for this.
Well, no, my dad's allowed to say that at Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Hey, your mother sucks cock in hell? Well,
yes, Dad.
Pass the green bean casserole. Oh man, pass the gravy.
And also, Trump just like a week ago, in his spiral of dementia, said that when he's president, he's going to cut all federal funding to schools who force abortions. That
might not be a terrible thing. Oh no! The right-wing agenda trying to stop us from forcing children to have abortions.
All schools that force kids to have vaccines before attending school.
Right? Yeah.
Wow, that was a.
Oh, another one.
That's why a vaccine story made it into this, which is kind of political.
And just getting a little bit more on that.
None of this is the weird web droppings.
Not at all. But the other one that I didn't bring to the table again because it was too depressing is Florida passed. At least the bill passed. I don't know if it's actually law yet, but where they have made it so it prohibits municipalities from adopting labor regulations to protect to afford people shade and water breaks.
Oh yeah.
During the once it passes a certain threshold, like over 100 degrees, you're like, oh, if you are working in one of these industries, agriculture, construction, you should be afforded water breaks without being docked and be able to get over to the shade. Industry pressure / big money fucking agriculture and construction, which are huge businesses down there, completely you're not. It's one thing to fucking tell municipalities they're not even allowed to adopt laws to protect workers.
People will die, and they'll just drag them out of the field onto the highway nearby, just like Disneyland.
Disney, yes.
And they'd be like, I don't know, he just died from heat stroke carrying tomatoes down the highway.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, it looks like...
Shouldn't have taken his tomatoes out for a walk on a 110-degree day.
Hey, these people are always doing it. Yeah. No, but...
What was the MTV show, the 16 and pregnant thing? What was that? Teen Mom?
There's a bunch of those, yeah, and probably I don't know, like a shitty reality.
When I made my little gaffe a moment ago about
there was
cutting federal funding from high school or from schools that force abortions.
Oh yeah, force abortions.
Well, I was just thinking we could do a Teen Mom, but every teen mom in the high school has to just play dodgeball.
Emperor's stomach.
I'm 9 months pregnant. Do I have to play dodgeball? All of you do. All of you do.
All right, we all know aim for Becky's stomach. All right. We're gonna get you. But yeah, no, I remember
just a whole bunch of jocks on one team with a ball under their shirt against a whole bunch of really tiny 16-year-old girls 9 months pregnant. These thick 6 foot tall jocks with one ball in shirt, who could one ball, who clutched in their hand,
palm it, throw it 90 miles an hour.
and you're aborted, and you're aborted.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, doing God's work.
If you don't throw it hard enough, you're just going to make them dumb.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, because
you're the baby. Oh, the moms are already dumb.
Yeah, they're dumb.
You want to kill the baby, not make it a welfare baby.
Yeah, but the beautiful thing about that is because probably
you hear that Daily Mail? This might be up your alley.
I believe our laws now allow us to prosecute them for having a miscarriage for being murderers. It's the mothers who get
dodge the ball. You allowed that murder to happen yourself. Yeah, it's manslaughter. No, it's not even anything for the guy. The guy gets nothing, right?
No, the guy gets nothing. The guy gets a fucking Purple Heart.
So the guy throws a dodgeball, gives her a 9-month abortion.
Yep.
And then she gets tried for murder.
And he gets a Medal of Honor.
Yes, that's America. That's under Trump.
Honestly, that sounds about right. Although I will say, I was surprised to see in Kentucky put out by Republicans, since I've actually been arguing about this. I was like, if you're going to say life becomes at a fetus, I was like, why aren't men forced? I mean, I say men, but and I looked it up. I think only 1 out of 5 cases for when people are looking to get they get their kids
born.
No, they get I want to take custody. Yeah. So only 1 out of 5 custody battles go
when
to
they get their kids born.
No, the other one, custody. Well, you take them. Well, you force somebody else to not have them is what it is. Yeah. No, so only 1 out of 5 cases ever go to the dad.
I think
child support goes to it generally is paid by men. So I'm saying it's more of a male issue.
But that's they did it because it's a rare case. Like someone's like, I knocked you up. I'm pregnant. Boom. Like 1 month in. Yeah. I'm pregnant. I knocked you up. And then he's like, I guess I want to move on to greener pastures that are less pregnant. That's the only. That's
less pregnant pastures. A fucking trailer park called Less Pregnant Pastures. That might be the name of the show right now.
Less Pregnant Pastures.
Less Pregnant Pastures.
Write it in.
And I think, dude, you being able to work with your image generators with a trailer park that just with a fucking thing that says Less Pregnant Pastures. Anyway, I'm gonna add that, and
it's the idea though. I think they did it because it's kind of rare for someone in pregnancy to have the partner leave them and also be culpable in paying for the kid. It would require marriage typically. It requires, this requires a legality level between the two where they're connected. If you just bang her leave, I guess she can come after you for child support if you're refused to be part of their life.
What they're saying now is you can retroactively you can get child support.
Okay, retroactive. That makes all the difference.
So in other words, what they're saying is you can get the child support for the 9 months the child was in the womb too. So they're saying you're just on the hook for 9 months more. So if you still need to be found liable for child support, if you are, you're found liable for not because listen, if birth
they add in months.
If there's really a child at conception, then you need to be paying. So they're on the hook for that and pregnancy costs and stuff like that.
So I kind of think that should be the norm anyway. But it kind of should be. But at the same time, I also don't believe a fetus is a kid. Until it can survive outside of the mom. True. And even if that's at 5 months.
But regardless of that,
if you can rip it out and it can live, it's a kid.
But regardless of that, I would say if you are you're a dude and you're not careful and you knock somebody up and they choose to have the kid, you should be at least split in the fucking pregnancy costs. If you're that irresponsible and that's the way it works, just fucking take your lumps.
You should at least be splitting payments on that '86 Nissan. You got to do your due diligence.
Yeah. Oh yeah, these people are all about due diligence.
All right. So the whole reason we get on all of this tirade.
Now we're talking about vaccines.
Is a single man, and this is what I think is amazing, got 217 COVID-19 vaccinations over 29 months for what he describes as private reasons.
Yes.
I love it.
So I did the math. This is about 2 a week.
Okay, but I love private reasons. Are you just trying to prove they're safe? Because that's not private.
Yeah.
It's clear you're doing that.
Yeah, what is
private? Or it's I just like the way they taste.
Yeah. Don't kink shame.
Which arm do you want? He just opens his mouth. Oh. Yeah. Just squirt it on my tongue.
Yeah. Don't kink shame me.
Yeah.
Don't yuck my yum. This is my yard.
He just whips out his dick. He's like, fine. He slaps it once
I
or
think
twice. There's a vein.
I think there's a room over on this
saw
one.
the veins. Your dick's more vein than dick.
Yeah. There's a lot.
I think the vaccines actually do something.
This is
For every
actually
shot,
pretty
adds one vein to his dick.
Yeah. It
Ends up looking like an Akira arm.
yeah, exactly. Like it's like trying to suckle at the needle. Down, boy. Oh boy, he knows when feeding time comes twice a week.
Yeah, there's no side effects to having 217 COVID shots, except I kind of need them now to live.
Yeah, I gotta. Yeah,
give me my medicine.
I got an Akira dick, but
I'm Akira dick.
Those who know, and I love you guys.
They basically at 217, he was announced to have 217, and they're like, oh my god, this is amazing. Scientists leapt upon him because
because like, how are you feeling?
Yeah. So they recorded.
He's fine.
They recorded him like his
alert.
vitals between 217 and I think 220. Like he had a few more.
Yeah.
And they recorded him like, let's see what his vitals are at stable after your next shot, and nothing changed. Nothing went up and down. No blood work changed.
It's almost as if
they're safe.
After 4 years in, 3.5 years in, they're safe and effective.
Remember when they were testing last summer the new alert system on our phones, and when it beeped on all our phones, it was supposed to activate the virus and they're supposed to become zombies?
Yes.
Yep, that didn't happen.
Well, we don't think it did. We could be zombies right now. We don't know. We're brainwashed. We could be eating people right now, but we think we're recording the podcast. Yeah, that's what Bill Gates did to us.
We open our fridge and it's human heads and stuff, but we think it's pork loin.
Like do like a whole like short film where it does cut between what we think, like
every once in a while you walk past like a barrier in the screen where it divides it, and then as you pass the barrier, it shows the real.
It shows the real thing of us all disheveled.
A platter of like chicken. You walk past the barrier and it shows arms.
Yeah, and it's fucking like smoke like happening outside, like this fucking like fire coming from the sky. Everything is fucking fucked. But Bill Gates fucking brainwashed us enough with his injection into our cocks, into our Akira cocks.
People are dumb. They're like, the vaccine was made too quick. It can't be safe. Like, it took 21 years to make that vaccine.
Yeah.
21 years.
It's leveraging.
I told someone then, they're like, COVID wasn't around 21 years ago. I'm like,
Actually,
yes, it was. The
was.
common cold, etc.
Novel coronavirus.
They've been working on a cure for the COVID virus of all types.
Also, the whole point of them
we got lucky.
Yeah.
We got lucky that the pandemic wasn't another Spanish flu.
Oh, yeah. If it was one of the ones we didn't.
COVID.
Yeah. And that it's almost as if
we were prepared.
It's almost as if people
we were prepared.
Oh, no, we were prepared. That's a conspiracy.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, it couldn't be that science has been doing pretty well for America for fucking, or not even for the world, for fucking centuries.
Someone equally stupid, another Republican, after the SCOTUS thing, the speech he made yesterday. State of the Union.
State of the Union.
After the State of the Union. During the State of the Union, he said, I'm hoping cancer, based on our research, can be cured in the next couple of years. People are like, what the fuck is up with the senile? Cancer's not being cured. I piped up to one of them, like, actually, within the next 3 to 4 years, cancer might be entirely cured.
Yeah,
like right now,
what
in animal testing has 66% cure rate. And it's the same mRNA vaccine that got rid of COVID, more or less.
Yeah, which is great because, you know what?
It didn't get rid of COVID. It kept us from dying.
Yeah, but I want the same people to not take this vaccine. Please get the cancer. Get the cancer and fucking this is Darwinism at its best.
I feel like a ghoul when I think that too, but at the same time, I'm like,
it's their choice though. The whole point of it is their choice to say I don't want to take it.
This is Darwinism.
I would love it if they just wanted to like take it and survive and admit it, but the fact that they're not going to, then guess what? We killed two birds.
I want all the dumb MAGA people to not take any of these miracle vaccines that come out in the next 10 years.
Just don't.
You and we will survive cancer. I will actively go out and get AIDS just to survive it.
I will get some of that Chernobyl AIDS. I'll get fucking that 9-tinted bear. Fucking.
We will have all these mRNA vaccines that keep us living to a great golden old age.
217.
And then you'll have all these mutant dying redneck red hat guys. Yeah. And it's like,
you know that's gonna kill you, right?
as they're moving with one flipper on a skateboard.
Oh yeah, they're fucking government provided socialism skateboards that they got from fucking Medicare. Yeah, you got your fucking sweet Medicare skateboard, buddy.
This Darwinism is happening as we speak. Advances in science are happening so fast right now because of mRNA vaccines.
Yeah.
And they're like, we won't use them. It's like, good. Don't. We need a percentage of the population to die off just to keep the world stable.
Yeah.
But if it's the dumb percentage, boom, we win. We win. All the smart people live, all the dumb people die. Our genes get better.
Just watch some Bill Burr stand up. He marks it out like perfectly for that. He's like, all these people think that they're like fucking Fonzie bumping the fucking machine, being like, I'm the cool guy. They're like, listen, why would they only be trying to kill the people who that they can actually control? Why would they be keeping you alive if you're the fucking rebels? Like,
if you're the smart ones thinking 10 moves ahead in 4D chess.
Yeah, no, like they're trying to kill you. Why are they trying to kill me, the fucking sheep? If I'm the sheep, they should be trying to keep me alive.
If they
should be
sheep,
trying to kill
they need
you.
sheep to work in sheep factories.
And guess what?
Making sheep.
They don't have to. You kill yourself, motherfuckers. But that's good enough.
Yeah. All right. Kill us.
Kill us.